It is Thursday, and there's a lot to be thankful for. I'm thankful for God's mercy and grace. I'm thankful that He forgives us. Because specifically, like, I've been struggling at work. Oh, I've been struggling at work. And I've been focused on the problems at my job. Um, and it is a complicated job. I'm blessed because God is with me, but not because it's just a great job. I'm just going to make that very clear. I wouldn't recommend anybody really work there. It would take a specific type of unless God put you without God putting me there, I wouldn't want to be there. I'll just make that clear. Like, on paper, it's already complex, but when you're in there, don't nobody really know what's going on. So it's messy. The program is messy. But I'm blessed because God has me there. And that's been my prayer. Like, Lord, if you have me here, use me, bless me, do what you need to do. Though I've been struggling because it's been hard. I've been having a hard time navigating just how wonky the job is and how unclear the program even is. It's not even really clear what this program is. And so I'm like, well, Lord, this is a mess. I don't really want anything to do with this. And it got me to the point where was doubting, like, okay, Lord, did you even send me here? Like, did you open this door? Why am I here? Like, why am I here? And just constantly going over the problems with other people who recognize the issues as well. Because just because a job pay you don't mean it's a job worth having. I'm not that person. I'm not that person who believes any job is a good job. That's just never been me. That will never be me because it's just not true. There are some jobs that right now people just need to walk away from because it's just not worth their health, their mental health. It's not worth pouring themselves into something that some jobs are just meaningless and doing harm. But again, this is where I am. And the Lord has been dealing with me, and I asked the Lord to really forgive me for how I've been getting caught up in everything that's wrong with the job and losing sight of Him. Because when I'm there, I struggle, y'all. I struggle to really see what God is doing or to hear what He really want me to do. And it's not even always clear what I'm supposed to be doing at this job. And the things that are clear, they get undercut constantly with weird little stuff that I won't get into. But I'm grateful that the Lord is merciful and gracious in that He's given me, like, He reminded me of one of the revelations He gave me about a month or so ago about how to deal with the people. And I had lost sight of that instruction and I hadn't been doing it. And the conviction of the Holy Spirit is like, I'm grateful for the conviction of the Holy Spirit because it offers me some correction to get back on track and some inspiration to be motivated to walk after what the Spirit is showing me. And so I'm off. I'm taking a few days off, and then we got the holiday coming up Monday. So I'll be off for a while, but when I go back next week, and even with just the people in my life, because it's something that applies not just to work, it applies to life. I feel convicted to just apply this wisdom that the Holy Spirit has given me and not abandon it. And one key part of it is loving people don't mean listening to people's nonsense. Like, people just, we got so much nonsense going on. And loving, me being loved don't mean me subjecting people to my nonsense either. Like complaining and just focusing on the problems and being negative and pointing out what people is doing is wrong. If they're wrong, they're wrong. I'm putting it at the Lord's feet, praying for people and trusting God, because it's not like me complaining is going to change a person. It's not like me complaining is going to change the situation. So a big part of it is just not getting caught into that vortex of complaining, and not getting to that vortex where I'm watering down or not pointing to the inevitable glory of the cross and the unfailing power of the cross in all situations, because somebody else really just want to focus on their problem. So, because I've done that, just get around people and they reject, or they don't really want to ingest the bigger point of what God is doing, and but they just want your time. Like, and that's a big thing for me. People just love to hold me, hold my time, and hold my attention. And I used to do better at kind of getting out of that, but lately I've been slipping into it, even with like different people who I know better. Like, I can't just sit up here and just be listening to these people dump all their problems on me. That ain't love. I'm praying for these people, and I try to give them what the Lord has given me to give them, but it gets diminished when you just sit there and let them just go blah 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 blah. And I hope this doesn't sound like immature. I hope you can hear what I'm saying, because what ends up happening is it's like, you almost affirming their problem. And then it's not about the Lord. It is just being about them holding you there and your presence there, affirming their problem. And I've noticed that, and it makes my skin crawl, but at the same time, it's like a fear of man and not wanting to be rude and not wanting to just walk away or not just wanting to cut things and end it. But I got to cut it and end it, because it don't help them for me to do that. It don't help me. It don't help nothing. It just promotes the problem for me to let people hold my attention and to kind of just do that thing where you just nod and go, and you just kind of trying to make small comments to back out, but they keep looping you in. It's a vortex, and it's not. It does nothing but divert from the glory of God. And for me personally, it's exhausting, and it just feeds lies and deception, because it focuses on the problem. And then when I walk away, I end up having nodded and said more to affirm the bull crap than I would have actually. I spent more affirming the bull crap than I have pointing to the light. And my Lord, I can't keep doing this, and I cannot. So I can't do it out at work. I can't do that with my family. I can't do that with myself either. So I'm thankful for God's mercy and His grace. I'm thankful for His forgiveness. I'm thankful for His correction, the conviction of the Holy Spirit, and even a chance to confess, even on YouTube. I have some people that, at the church, somebody specific I might talk to about this. But it is a blessing to be able to put words to it, put language to it, get in prayer about it, get corrected about it, and move past it. So hopefully I'll have more to say about how that is going in my next video. So if you watch this whole thing and you do not know the Lord, you need to know Him. Not religious Jesus, not to be led by religion and tradition, but to be filled with the Holy Spirit, to be renewed, to be redeemed, to be brought to life through the work of the cross. As a human being, you were made to be like God and to be with Him. And because of Adam and Eve's decisions, because of the generations, because of the fallen state of humanity, the only way you can actually be like God and commune with Him is through the work of the cross. So receive that work. Receive Jesus as your salvation, as the invitation to the fullness of God's love for you, to make you who He made you to be, to answer your soul's eternal need. Receive Christ, and be filled with His precious Holy Spirit, and live from the fullness of that Spirit being poured out in your life. If you know the Lord, stay encouraged, stay seeking His face, stay walking after the Spirit. I pray that this blesses y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day.